Soldiers of Elrath, allies of Griffin, today you do not fight for the glory of a duke. You fight to forge a future for your sons and daughters. On the ashes of the old, we build a new empire. And like the phoenix, we shall be born again through these flames. Today, we forge our own destinies!
Nolwenn, I do not expect you to wage this final battle against your own father.
I am your future Empress, Ivan of Griffin. My place is at your side.
You have my heart, and I would prefer that part of me behind the walls of the castle.
That heart can be put to better use convincing my father's allies to rally to your banner. I know every Lord of Stag, and those I get a chance to speak to might be persuaded to join your banner.
Your presence here honors me, but please be careful.
Let it be said in the stories to come that Ivan and his Empress Nolwenn fought side by side and gave birth to a new empire and dynasty.
I never took you for the sort of wife that would stay home and mend the stockings. But it would appear that you have come here for more than a farewell kiss, my love.
I am impatient to start a family, and this war is in the way of that.
I don't suppose there is any point in asking you to at least stay off danger's path.
My beloved, you should be giving that advice to your enemies, for I am danger incarnate.
Greetings, Lord Ivan. It is a glorious day.
We go to war, but there is no glory in that.
The angels have finished their deliberation, and my brothers and sisters loyal to Seamus will neither fight for him nor against him.
This is indeed one glorious day. Praise Elrath, and praise the wisdom of the angels. Seamus, you old dog. You now know what it feels like to have your most powerful friends and allies abandon you in your time of need. You have dug this grave for yourself. And if you were not such a proud beast, you would have the courage to jump in. There will be no one left to cry for you. Neither angels nor men. So, Anastasia, have you come to bid me some final warnings or bless my endeavor?
You wouldn't heed my warnings, and my blessings would probably kill you. No, I've come to fight.
Fight? Why, thank you. Your experience will be most appreciated.
I'll be leading. I brought my own army.
Then Seamus shall tremble in fear. I was hoping more of his men would defect to our cause. They remain loyal to him.
One way or another, they shall fight for you, Ivan. Either willing or undead.
Andras Raven kept his word and met Kente in the mountains surrounding Horncrest. I suppose I'll have to make good on my own word if we win this war and make him my duke. Andras, first Duke of Raven. By the dragons, Jorgen! You need to stop sneaking up on me like that. I could have cut your head off.
I beg your pardon, Duke Ivan, but I have something urgent to tell you. I bring word of the Dark Elf clans. They have convened and wish to offer you help.
Help from a Dark Elf? After what they did to Nolwenn? What's in it for them?
Your goodwill. It's a gesture of peace. They did not sanction the actions of the Blades of Erebos.
What possibly could they have to offer? I'm curious.
There is a passage through the underground, known only by the Dark Elves. It leads right into the backyard of Horncrest.
This river is going to be a problem. We need to start building some rafts. If only Arkath were with us and could dry these waters.
You are the chosen leader of the Dragon God of Light. Elrath is all you need.
I wonder if he is thirsty. I have a river of problems for him to drink.
Elrath sends you his clarity. If you're willing to do some honest work, there's a dike that needs repairing that shall make the waters recede.
Lasir, my favorite elf. Are you here to tell me a story or join us in our fight?
Why neither, Duke Ivan. I come to anoint you as the Sylvan Elves' chosen one.
I'll be sure to tell my enemies, right before they let loose their bolts of fire.
Go to the river that stands between you and Horncrest. A crew of my brothers awaits you, to give you their blessing and a means to attain your prize.
You are not welcome here, Ivan of Griffin! You control the 5 duchies. Is that not an empire enough for you? Leave my lands to me.
You know, Seamus, that this war can only end when you kneel before me. End this suffering and give me your sword.
You will have to pry it from my dead fingers. If you can get through my walls.
Seamus was hiding behind his walls and abandoning his defenses. All he left behind, I would use against him. 2 more dragons have come to my aid in this fated hour. Silana's elves have crafted me ships to take Horncrest, while Shalassa's waters remain peaceful so that I might take Seamus's shores unawares. Lasir might be right. Perhaps I am the chosen one.
Like Imani of the desert tribes, we deprive our enemy of their resources.
Andrash knows story of Imani.
Andrash was raised by the orcs and beastmen. A fine war chief I would make if I never listened to the stories of Imani.
Andrash will make good Duke of Raven. Ivan makes good alliance.
We will see, Kente. I'm good at leading men and stealing mines. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have to learn how to keep them.
Helps those who help themselves. The remnants of the Blades of Erebos were waiting for me at the end of the Dark Elves' tunnel. Now I knew what the price of their information was meant to be. I would be the Blades' executioner.
I have always wanted one of these. I wonder how it works.
Point the bucket towards enemy. Rocks do the rest.
I think I'm gonna like being a duke.
Olwyn, I do not expect you to wage this final battle against your own father.
Wilhelm, you are all I have left. Everyone else has gone. It prides me to know that at least one man still believes in my right to rule the Empire.
You lost the right to rule the Empire long ago, Duke Seamus. Your actions are vile and petty, and we now suffer the consequences.
Then you also, my oldest friend, abandoned me.
If a man is no longer your friend, he never was. I will fight this fight to its bitter end. Return to your castle, my lord. I shall keep your enemies at bay for as long as the dragons deem fit. May our final fight add shine and panache to the future histories of our new emperor.
Surrender, Wilhelm! You cannot defeat me! I have the blessings of the dragon gods!
It's a good day to meet the dragons. I shall go to them with honor, having served my duke in life unto death.
You need not die!
Beware, Ivan. All men die. Blessed are those who choose in which manner.
The moment when truth and consequence converge had finally come. The time for strategy and plans was behind us. This final battle would be decided by will alone. I admit that I had made this happen. My desire, my decisions, my arrogance. Are the dragons with me or against me? I no longer care. The gods will do what the gods will do. I am counting on my friends and allies. It is we who will determine our own fates. This is what we fight for, and may the dragons beware should they get in our way. Seamus committed every act of infamy he could to discourage our final taking of his castle. This was his choice of endings. If he could not have the Empire for himself, then let it burn. But he could not understand that his desperate treacheries were only strengthening my allies' resolve. In his final actions, he has proven that he was not fit to be an emperor.
This need not end with victor and defeated. My castle is invincible and your armies weary. Leave my lands. If you insist on bringing this war to a bitter end, there will only be 2 losers and a mountain of tears.
You are defeated, Seamus. If you want this to end, surrender your sword and bow. I will declare one of your daughters Duchess, and you shall live the rest of your natural life in your hunting lodge.
I am the Duke of Stag. We are 2 equals, fighting over the right to rule an empire.
You are no longer my equal. I have grown beyond you. I serve a higher purpose. I serve the Empire and its people.
Then may it be the death of you, and the death of all you serve. Shall both die this day, and the Empire shall crumble and return to the centuries of chaos and rule of the countless clans!
Those times are buried. I shall lay your body over their grave. The mighty walls of Horncrest had fallen, putting an end to Seamus's mad ambitions. The Empire was won. I have come to understand the true moral of my counselor's stories. Whether blessed or cursed by the dragons, the only fight that matters is against yourself. No god has written a place for you in the histories of the world. If you want one, you need to write it yourself. On Elrath's day, in the 854th year of the 7th dragon, I was crowned Holy Emperor. I set my capital in Talongard, the very citadel where my council had been meeting. I swore to do my best to honor the people and the dragons, though I had a preference for the people. Perhaps my tale will be recounted to future emperors and kings, forced to take up arms to defend their own people and fill the void left by unfortunate circumstance. What is it about?